दिस इज किरण। आज हमारे साथ आंचल है, जिसमें हम बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछने वाले हैं। कोर जावा के मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे। आंचल हैज़ डन M.Sc, जो मैंने इंटरव्यू के पहले उनको पूछा था। शी इज़ फ्रॉम अमरावती। तो आंचल, हाउ आर यू?
I'm fine, sir.
Good, good. Which batch you are pass out?
From 615. From
No. Which year you are pass out?
Okay, 2023.
Okay, show me. So this is your resume. Brijlal Biyani Science College, Amravati.
Yes, sir.
B.Sc from Amravati, right?
Yes.
So 73% you have in B.Sc and M.Sc 65, HSc, SSc above 60. Great. So you're doing Java full stack, right?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
It means from front end, back end, and database is 3 layers of full stack, and a developer which works within 3 layers and which is efficient with working these 3 layers is called as the full stack developer.
Okay, so the person who works in the front end will be front end developer.
Yeah, sir.
So which technologies do you think that front end developer should know?
Should know it's technology like so many technologies are in market which is trending React and other languages. It must be.
And for backend developer, what you should know?
Backend for core Java, Python, etc.
No, but in Java, what? Backend means like advanced Java. Which advanced
Yes.
technologies he should be knowing?
Technologies.
Hmm.
Yes, technologies like JDBCs.
Great.
And framework like Hibernate, Spring Boot, Spring Boot Hibernate also.
Okay, so he should know Spring Boot and all.
Yes.
Servlet JSP also. Okay, so should we start with core Java?
Yes, sir.
In your resume, I can see you wrote OOPS concept, use of keyword, but I want your resume should be having more things to be written. Okay, it's completely blank, one page. Okay.
Okay.
So you should have more content like what you learned in core Java, what you learned in advanced Java. Okay, so SQL now, there is no SQL written, right?
Yes, sir.
So which is very important, HTML. So your resume should include HTML, SQL, exceptions, garbage collection, as many as possible.
Okay, sir.
What happens whenever interviewers see that resume, okay, that time he read those things and he might ask questions on those topics. If you only write core Java, advanced Java, now he think like what should I ask and what should I not, and he keep asking you random questions. So this is suggestion for everyone those who are seeing this video. You must include everything in a resume which you know. Some people think, no, this is very small thing, why should I include? No, you can include, that's all okay. Means nobody will take objection on it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That makes your interview to understand that you know it, and interviewer will start asking those questions to you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's start with the core Java. Do you know object class?
Object class, yes.
Can you tell me significance of that class?
Significance, object class is called as a superclass of all classes because the methods of object class we are regularly in our program. That's why the object class is called as superclass of all classes.
Do you know any methods of object class?
Yes, equals method that is used to compare the memory, and get method is used for return the class name with the package name, and toString for input, to display the memory or address of a specific string, and hash code for display a specific integer value of.
Okay. Do you know clone method?
Clone method, sorry, sir.
Clone method is there in the object class, which is used to clone the objects, duplicate the objects.
Duplicate the objects.
Okay. That's all okay. Okay, next question. Do you know custom exceptions in Java?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain?
Custom exceptions are those exceptions which is defined by the which is not predefined. We can make custom exception by using throw keyword, but it has a condition. We must have to create the class of that custom exception and extend to the exception class.
Correct. But what I would say, when you say throws, okay?
Yeah.
Instead of that, Question was like how to create. Okay, so you said very correctly. Okay,
Yes.
but later you said, okay,
Yes.
but at last you can say you can throw these expression by using throw and throws.
Yes.
Don't tell at the start only. Okay, because throw and throws is used for custom exception as well as for predefined exception.
Verifies.
Yeah, good, great. Okay, which is the superclass of all the exceptions?
Super throwable classes. Superclass of all exception.
Okay, what is the difference between runtime exception and compile time exception?
Both are occurred at runtime, but at runtime exceptions generally, for example, arithmetic operations, and yes, arithmetic operation null pointer exception, which is not handled by Java, but custom compile time exception is occurred by the means developer itself, that is by syntax error, etc. For example, class not found, file not found.
Okay, so these errors comes at the time of compile time, but got thrown at the runtime, right?
Runtime. Yes.
Great. Uh, collection.
Yes, little bit.
What is the difference between map interface and list interface?
Map and list are both are the interface of collection interface. Map is the pair of key and value, where the list is list is for values only. We can in the list we can duplicate is allowed, insertion is allowed, sorting is also allowed. But in case of map, we have to key and value pair. It allow duplicate value, but it does not allow duplicate key. But if we add duplicate key, it updated a newer key.
It updates newer value.
Newer value.
Okay, but where then old value goes?
It
Can you
it
get that?
updated to the newer one.
Yeah, but where is the older value then? So older value will get retrieved when you call the put method.
Okay.
Put method returns older value. New value will get replaced,
Yes.
but older value you can receive. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in MSc, which subject you had about language? Any subject?
Yes, I have C Sharp
Hmm.
and JDBC, SQL.
So what is the difference between C# and Java you are observing?
There is a method for print, and just a basic, I know. In Java, for printing, we have system.out.print, and in C Sharp, we have console.writeLn. There is no big difference in both, but little bit syntax or.
Which editor you use for C#? IDE. Like here in Java, you use Eclipse, right?
Yeah.
So there, you don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so going forward, like, ArrayList
ArrayList
and
is-
HashSet.
Yes.
What is the difference between ArrayList and HashSet?
ArrayList is we use ArrayList for insertion, deletion purpose or manipulating. But in ArrayList, it uses dynamic array instead. It
No,
that's
but what is
why
the difference between ArrayList and HashSet?
HashSet. HashSet is one of the class of set interface. We use HashSet. It allows duplicate. It does not allow duplicate value, and it does not maintain the insertion order also. But in case of ArrayList, it maintain the insertion order, and it also allow the duplicate values.
How to add elements in array?
By using add method.
Array, not
Array.
ArrayList.
Yes, by using add method.
In case of array, also use add method?
Yes, by iterating it, we use add method.
I'm not asking ArrayList. I'm asking simple array, that brackets are there, right?
Yes.
So there you use add method,
Yes.
or with index you add the elements,
With index.
or method.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So how to iterate an array?
Just by using simply a for loop, we can iterate array.
What is the difference between for and for each?
There is no big difference, but using for loop we can modify an array, but by using for each loop we can only traverse or just fetch a data from array.
Got it, got it. In for each, yeah. So in for each, like how the increment happens?
In for each,
Do we write I plus plus j plus plus there?
yes, no,
So how that increment is happening? So you should say the enhanced for each or for loop or for each loop get converted into simple ordinary for loop at the compile time. Okay.
Okay.
So there will be the increment, right? So
Yes.
this is just for showpiece, this for each loop. But in background, it converts to ordinary for.
Ordinary form.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
How to sort an array list?
So, array list by using sort. Sorry,
Correct, correct. By using,
but it does not have sorting method.
yeah, so where it is? Which class?
It has tree set. We
Okay,
use
in tree set, values will get sorted
sorted.
automatically.
Yes.
But in array list, if you want to sort, how to sort?
Just simply iterating an array list.
But iterating will print as it is, right?
Yes.
So how it will sort? The collections dot sort.
Collections dot sort.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain this project little bit? Online education system.
Yes, I make this project in Spring Boot framework using, and backend I use Core Java, and front end I use HTML, CSS. And this online education has means modules like admin module, user module, student module. User module has to be firstly login. If it does not have a login or password, it must have to create account first, then login. And you after login, you have to different portals are there, that like Python, Java, or C Sharp, or faculty's name also there. And the incremental average of student grade is also there. And
What's the use of Hibernate there?
Hibernate, I didn't use Hibernate.
Okay,
Spring Boot.
Oh, so how you did database operations?
Spring Boot
But to
directly
insert into
there.
database, you need some JDBC code, right?
Yes, some Hibernate code, JDBC mix.
Okay, so JDBC and Hibernate you mixed, you are saying.
Yes.
Okay, okay. In core Java, which topic you like most?
I like most inheritance. And
Why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java?
multiple inheritance is the concept of one subclass which is inherited by two superclasses. For example, just like class A and class B are two superclasses, and class C is a subclass which is inherited by two superclasses. As we know that the constructor of every class has super keyword in their first line. Then the subclass like class C tries to call the superclass, both class A and class B. Then it get confused which of them superclass is to be called first, because constructor calling must be at a first line. There be a ambiguity problem. That's why the multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java.
Why it is allowed in case of interfaces?
To overcome the drawback of multiple.
Can you talk something about interfaces?
Yes, interface is the best example for abstraction. It is also called as fully abstraction because it contains the method public abstract, and abstract that does not contain method body, and the variable which is public static final.
What is return type of equals method?
Equals method. Boolean.
What are the data types available in Java?
Specifically, data types are categorized into two types: primitive and non-primitive. Primitive, we have 8 all data types. That is, for integer value we use int, long, short, byte, and for floating value we use float and double, character for char, and we use boolean.
How much space this boolean takes?
Space boolean takes 1 byte.
Double?
8 byte.
Long?
8 byte.
Character?
2 byte.
Integer?
4 byte.
Great. What is the difference between wrapper class and primitives?
Wrapper class and primitives. Wrapper classes, in Java we make classes of every data types, which is called as wrapper classes. And wrapper classes we used to, in case we did not convert a longer type of data into a shorter one. In this case, we use a wrapper class concept.
How to convert string to integer in Java?
String to integer using parse int.
Great. And how to convert integer to string?
Integer to string.
Value of method.
Value.
Okay. You have hobbies called reading book, right? Which book you read till today?
Today I just revised core Java.
So that is a book you are saying. Any other novel or something?
Novel, I interested in enthusiastic or cultural novels.
In BSc, what are the subjects you had?
I had computer science, maths, and physics.
So in computer science, what was there?
For .NET, SQL, and HTML.
So you know SQL?
Yes.
What are the joins?
Joins is used for joining two or more tables and display the data.
Which type of joins are available?
There are three types of joins, that is inner join, full join, outer inner join, left join, a right join, and full join.
What is full join?
Full join is used for to display the data which is common in both the table.
You know self join?
No, sir, I didn't.
What is group by and having?
Group by and having are both the clauses in SQL. Group by is the grouping identical data into a cluster. Group by clause is always used with aggregate function, and it must have to be applied with some conditions.
Aggregate function means?
Aggregate functions with grouping a data. I mean, that is count, numeric or non-numeric data.
Count is a function which is aggregate function, right?
Aggregate.
Any
function.
other aggregate function you know?
Yes, sum and mean, max.
What is primary key?
Primary key is uniquely defined inside the table. It has only unique key. It is only unique key, does not allow null value and duplicate values.
What is foreign key?
Foreign key is can be a primary foreign key of a specific table can be a primary key of another table. Foreign key must be more than one in a table. Foreign key is used for creating a relationship between the tables.
What is unique key?
Unique key is kind of primary key.
Null is allowed in unique key?
No.
No. Then it's a primary key, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what is the difference between primary key and unique key?
I'm sorry.
No problem. You are good in SQL and you didn't write SQL word over here. Okay. Which editor you use for working on SQL?
Editor. I use MySQL software for SQL.
But where you used to write queries?
Queries I write in as Eclipse.
Eclipse only?
Yes.
Okay, so you use Eclipse as an editor for SQL, you are saying?
Yes.
Not Workbench?
Workbench.
Workbench also you use?
No.
No. You know HTML?
Yes, little bit.
Why to use HTML?
For creating templates, more attractive use HTML.
Then why do you use CSS?
For styling HTML pages.
Why to style?
Because it has to be look more attractive. That's why.
Any tags you can recall for HTML?
Tags. There's heading tags. And
heading is a tag or head is a tag? What is the tag name?
Okay, head is a tag, body is a tag, and HTML is also a tag.
You know input tags?
Input tags, yes.
How to create checkbox in HTML?
Just by using input tags, we have to give a value and text. I mean
type.
Yes.
Type is a checkbox, right? Yes. Okay. Why do you use garbage collection?
Garbage collection is a Java automated program which is automatically started by the Java itself to clear the Java unused memory.
Unused memory or used memory?
Means used, but later it does not.
How Java identifies that? So whenever any object is created, it acquires some space.
Yes.
And if you make that object as a null, then that
Yes.
space goes waste.
Yes.
And there garbage collection works. You got my point now?
Yes.
Do you know finalize method?
Yes.
Explain.
Finalize method is one of the method of object class. We use finalize method when we have to write some code before garbage collection start. We have to override that method and write that code inside the finalize method.
Strong in use of keywords you wrote here. Okay, means what?
Means
You're good at using
better knowledge of keywords.
Which keywords you know in Java?
Package, import, static, private, final.
Why do you use package concept?
For better searching and implementing classes or files, we use package keyword, and it is always written first line of a program.
What is import?
Import is also a keyword in Java. We use import keyword for accessing multiple files or classes of another package inside a specific program. We used import keyword.
What is protected access specifier?
Protected is one of the access specifier in Java. We use protect access specifier especially in inheritance concept. We can access the protected fields or properties in outside the class, inside the class, and outside the packages also by creating the object of subclass.
What is the difference between default and public?
Default and public. Public is access specifiers and in Java, which is everywhere accessible within the scope, means outside the package, outside the project is also. But in case of default, if we did not add any access specifier to our class, then Java automatically add its default, but it is only accessible within the package.
What is the difference between constructor and method?
Constructor and method is a little bit difference for return type. Just constructor has same name as class name, but it does not have return type. But if we add return type to the class, return type to the constructor, it change to method.
What will happen if I make class as a private?
If we create the class as a private, then we cannot extend it.
And what will happen if I make class as a final?
Then we also cannot extends it.
Class cannot be private, right?
Yes.
Yes,
sorry.
No problem. When to use int and when to use long?
If we have a data which is not fitted in int data type, or in that case we use long.
Long means bigger number, right?
Yes.
How to declare float numbers?
Declare float just by writing f.
For double you need to write d?
D, yes.
If you don't write then
it simply goes to float value.
It goes to float value? Really? You know JDBC?
Yes.
Why do you use JDBC?
JDBC used for establish the connection between the backend and database. Using JDBC, we can perform all CRUD operations with the database.
Okay. What is statement and prepare statement in Java?
Statement and prepare statements are both the interfaces in Java. Using statement, it has a default method and static queries.
Connection is an interface or class? Connection is an interface or class?
Connection. It's an interface.
List is interface or class?
List is interface.
Collections?
Collection is a interface.
Collections?
Collections is a class.
Map?
Map is interface.
Input stream?
Is a class.
Abstract class?
Abstract class. Yes.
File not found exception?
Is an exception. Is a class.
Okay. Do you know any inbuilt interfaces in Java?
Inbuilt interfaces. Yes, statement, prepare statement,
Perfect. Serializable.
serializable.
You know any inbuilt classes in Java?
Object, scanner, thread, and
Scanner class, in which package it is exist?
java.util package.
Really? Or java.io? Or java.util?
Java.util.
Why do you use scanner class?
If we have to input data from user, then we use scanner class.
Is there any other way if scanner is not there? No? Or yes?
No.
Okay. You know debugging in Eclipse?
Debugging in Eclipse, just a process.
Hmm?
Yes, just by applying breakpoints and debug it.
Can you tell me some features of Eclipse? You know Notepad?
Yes.
So what is the difference between Notepad and Eclipse?
Okay, Eclipse, its ID, it's we can it has debug process, it has a runtime process. We can create projects. It has well-defined standard structure for creating projects, packages.
What is static import?
Static keyword.
Static import?
Static import.
No?
No.
That is introduced in 1.5. Okay, so
Okay.
explore it.
Default and static methods in interface, lambda function, lambda expression.
What is lambda expression?
Sorry, just for each loop कुछ concept.
What is default method and static method?
Static, by using static keyword, we can make static methods. We can call methods of by using class name. Default method.
What is functional interface in Java?
Function. We can add methods in interfaces or with method body using static and.
What is the difference between if you are putting method body there, right?
Yeah.
And you are saying earlier you said in interface there are methods without body, right?
Yes.
What is difference? Means interface will have without body and with body, right?
Yes.
The class also has.
Yes. But in terms of class, we didn't achieve multiple inheritance. But in terms of interface, we can achieve multiple inheritance. So it's advantage if we make method body to the interface using default. And
you know GC method?
Yes.
In which class it exists?
It is of system class.
Perfect. Static method of system.
Static method of system.
Good.
Class.
You have good knowledge, and I really appreciate that you are trying your best to answer. Let me ask you last question on SQL.
Okay.
What is DDL, DML, DCL?
That all are the commands. DDL is data definition language, in which it has create, truncate, alter, and drop commands. And DCL is a data command language. It has
Great.
so
No problem. Select is a DML or DCL?
it's a DQL.
It's a DQL.
Yes.
Perfect. Did you ever try putting joins in SQL?
Yes.
So you know that, right?
Yes.
Great. If I ask you to write a logic of generating odd numbers
Odd numbers. Yes.
from 100 to 1000,
Okay.
how you'll do?
Just by simply iterating it and just by applying if else condition. If I odd is the number which is
How to check odd number?
just divided by 2 not equal to 0 is the
Mod.
Yes.
What is prime number?
Prime number is the number which is divisible by itself only.
Okay. So you have done BSc in computer science, then MSc in computer science, right? In
Yes.
Amravati. Brijlal Biyani College. How is this
Yes.
college?
Good.
Good only.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I hope you'll be exploring advanced Java also in future.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Aachal, and I tried to ask many questions, and she was able to answer. And I hope you all are seeing this. Um, in every interview, I say like, don't judge her. That's my duty. Don't perform that duty. You judge yourself. You listen my questions. Try answering them as much as possible. Prepare yourself. You should get to know like how questions are asked in interview. Many people put comments that these are the basic questions or tough questions, something like that. We appreciate your comments and we work on that. But try to understand, guys. Coming to YouTube, giving interviews is itself showing some good job, daring, confidence, and interviewer is not asking tough questions for fresher. First of all, try to understand that. They want you to talk. They want you to be independent. Now, what does independent means? Whenever they ask you questions, they see whether you are able to handle that or not. It's not necessary that you will be giving correct answers always, but they see like person is independent or not. Because what happens, जब आप क्वेश्चन आपको पूछा जाता है या कंपनी में जब आपको काम दिया जाता है, ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर को जाके बार बार परेशान कर रहे हो, टॉर्चर कर रहे हो, ये कैसे करते हैं, वो कैसे करते हैं. तो जब हम इंटरव्यू देते हैं तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स ये देखा जाता है कि बंदा खुद से काम कर लेगा कि आपको प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर काम दिया, आप उसको अगर बार बार करोगे तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बोलेगा कि मैं खुद कर लेता हूँ. तो गाइस, ये बताने वाली चीज़ है, आप भी प्रिपेयर कीजिए. एंड आई होप you enjoyed this mock interview. There are many more videos coming in, logical series also going on. We are bringing more online courses that you can buy. सेल्फ पेस्ड ट्रेनिंग उसको बोलते हैं. अपने मन से आप कभी भी उन एपिसोड्स को पढ़ सकते हो, कर सकते हो, देख सकते हो. हमारे यहाँ जो क्लासेस होते हैं ऑफलाइन की, उनकी भी रिकॉर्डिंग्स के हम कोर्सेस अभी सेल करने वाले हैं, ताकि आप जो लोग क्लास नहीं आ सकते या वर्किंग लोग हैं जो क्लासेस को अटेंड नहीं कर सकते, उनके लिए भी फायदा होगा. सो आशा करता हूँ कि आपको ये सब सही लगा होगा, जो भी मैंने इनको क्वेश्चंस पूछे, और आप अपने आप को जज करने के लिए अभी तैयार हो जाइए. थैंक यू.